All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to a special episode of the Man Up Real Talk podcast. I am your host with the most, Mr. Michael Wiley, saying greetings and salutations to all of you, our faithful followers and listeners. Listen, we appreciate all the ways that you support this podcast. Every like, every click, share, download, whatever it is that you do to support us. We appreciate you, and we do not take it for granted. For all you all that's joining us for the first time, we say welcome. And for those that's coming back for a second helping, we say welcome back because your boys is back on the air with the Man Up Real Talk podcast for the people. And joining me on today is our special guest. I ain't going to say he a guest. He pretty much family now. You know what I'm saying? He always got a seat at the table. So I can't really call him a guest, but we got Mr. Terrence Timms joining us on today. Yeah, man. And I guess Phil, he must be having some technical difficulties. So he's going to be popping in a minute. As soon as he get his stuff together, we'll bring him back in. Listen, if you're in the chat, I need you all to like and share this video. Like and share. Tag some folks. Listen, we ain't just talking tonight about nothing. We talking about something that's pretty important. There he is.
There you go.
The third amigo on this evening, Mr. Philip Hines, aka Mr. Classic. What's going on, man? You good?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You sure?
Look
like you fighting with your laptop over there.
Man, listen.
Woo, Lord.
Help. I was just talking to you all a few minutes ago.
Yeah, you was
ready to go live. Guess what? I had to go change laptops.
Hey, but this one is crystal though, man. I don't know. I like this one a little bit better.
Yeah, you keep using this one.
Yeah, look. Exactly.
Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. Just bear with me for a minute. I'm gonna take my camera off so I get this stuff straight.
Keep using this one, man. If you're in the chat,
good.
if you're in the chat, let me know you're in here so we can acknowledge you and recognize you. Big J Brown is in the building. What's going on, fam? We appreciate you. Mitzi, I see you. I thank you. You know we love you. Appreciate you for tuning in. If you're in the chat, why don't you go ahead and say, what up? Oh, there's my little niece Pooh. There's my baby, my little Jasmine. She joining us on tonight. Hey, Jazz. Look, I think she off tonight or she's at home so she can catch the live. You know, she's always fussing at me. Talking about, Uncle Michael, you need to change the time because I can never be on when you're on live. And I'm like, well, I can't change the time. I got an established time that I do this thing. Phil, is you okay? What is you doing?
Trying to get everything situated, man.
My goodness.
Trying to get everything straight.
Oh, my bad. She's actually at work and she about to snuck away to go on
live. Don't get fired.
Right. My sister-in-law's in the building. Hello, Jackie. Hello.
Sister Hines.
Yeah, Sister Hines. God bless your ministry. Listen, like and share this video. Like and share. Tag somebody in this video right now. I need y'all to get y'all peoples in here because we're talking about something that is listen, we talking about something that you might have a what? Y'all didn't see that, did you? She said she might have a new job soon. Look, what we've been saying, this is that year. So if you talking about having a new job, listen, we gonna claim it. Did you say soon? Oh, she said soon. Well, look, it's on the way. We praising God for it. Hey, the wife is on. God bless you, darling.
God bless your ministry, Kelly.
Yes, God bless your ministry. Yes.
Hey, favorite.
Yeah, right. Hey, favorite. Ain't that something? She always said, "My Terrence is my favorite." I'm like, really? That's so wonderful. Listen, tag, like, share. Tag, like, and share. I need y'all to get your peoples on here because this is serious business that we're talking about on tonight. I want to appreciate Terrence for bringing it to my attention, and it's really not something that I hadn't thought about, but we really didn't consider on doing a podcast about it, because some things you think people just know about, and they're aware of, but every now and again, though, it's still good to bring a sort of awareness to the things that's going on. In this episode, we are talking about the recent carjacking epidemic that's going on in Chicago. What's going on, Jennifer? I appreciate you. Thank God for you. And you're right, Mitch. This is that year. This is that year. Listen, we're going to keep that hashtag going. I like that. This is that year. So we wanted to do an episode about these carjackings and talk about that because above all, we want y'all to be safe. And we want you to be aware of what's going on, because sometimes so much stuff is going on at the same time that a lot of things get downplayed. And I think this is one of them, because it's carjacking has been around for so long. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you said, they tried you. John, what you know? They tried you.
Yeah, they tried to get John.
What?
Yeah, they tried to get John a while back.
Wow.
I think John, what it over here about me, John? I think it was at that gas station over about me.
Man, that's crazy. And y'all let me know if y'all hear echo, because we still working out some of the technical kinks, but we getting it. We getting it. Man, well, look, I'm glad you all right, man. And look, and see that's what I want to talk about, because this stuff is so commonplace now that that it's crazy, and we need to be aware of what's going on, and not necessarily, and this isn't to scare you, this isn't to make you fearful of going out, but this is to make you acknowledge what's going on, and so that you can be prepared.
27 in Whitworth.
And so that you can be prepared. Wow, that's
yeah.
That's close to home, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's close to home.
Right up the road.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So look, I wanted to share this with you guys, so you can see just exactly what's going on here. Just in 2020 alone. Let me pull this up here real quick. No, I don't want to subscribe to you, Tribune. Wait for me. But it was 914 carjackings as of October 14th. Now, from what I understand, carjackings in 2020 had gone up almost 50% from 2019, which means that there was probably really Tribune, really. There was probably, it was half of that number in 2019. And now here it is, 2020. You got almost 914 carjackings in Chicago. Now, that was last year as of October. Now, that number has gone up since then. It's gone up since then. And it's continuing to go up. And it's a trend that doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. You said somebody TV loud.
Yeah, who TV loud?
Hold on, Jen. Hold on a second. Let me check something real quick.
It's Mike's.
I do not I don't understand. I just don't understand. I still feel like, what is that? Thank you, Jennifer. Look, y'all ain't see that dude. It was like this.
That's why I say it's Mike.
The level of professionalism, boy, I tell you.
That's funny. Oh, man.
Thank you, Jen, for letting me know, because I couldn't hear it in my headset, but I'm sorry. I apologize that y'all heard it. Was it like feedback, or was it just like a lot of well, it don't matter. We got it fixed. So, what did you say, Jackie? So Jackie said the business owner just got busted in Dalton.
Yeah. It's a video circulating. This guy, man, he found a lot of these cars. Yeah, at the shop in Dalton.
So this is what it is, and what a lot of people. I saw this post. Somebody had put a post up there, and I ain't gonna say no names, but they had put a post up there that said that all these years your kids have been playing Grand Theft Auto, and now all of a sudden carjackings have gone up. Do you think this is a coincidence? I think not. Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I took a little offense to that, and here's the reason why. I understand that things can influence any and everybody. I really do. I understand that, and but as a gamer, right? And I've been hooked ever since Donkey Kong in the arcades from years ago. I've played every Grand Theft Auto that probably has ever been produced. I've never had the inkling to go out and carjack anybody ever. So to put such a blanket statement out there about all your kids and play Grand Theft Auto, so now all of a sudden carjackings are going up, that's a foolish statement. When you consider the fact that a new Grand Theft Auto ain't been out for almost 4 years, if not longer than that. So we got to be more. You have to understand that there's other things that's influencing this thing. Chop shops is one of them. One of the biggest influence in carjackings is when you have a person that's running a chop shop and they want parts and they need certain cars and they put a call out for those cars and say, hey, if you can get me this particular car and if you can get me this, that, and the other, I'm going to pay you this for what you bring me. And a lot of times that's it. Now, that being said, I'm not saying that you don't have some people that's out here doing it just for the fun of it. Because you get some knuckleheads that's on that stuff. They just gonna do it because they can do it. And it's just like Gabby said, this generation is different. This generation is that generation that'll do stuff just to do it because they can. And there's no conscience behind it. It's no thought behind it. They're just doing it because they can. But one of the biggest reasons that people do it or carjackings happen is because there is a call that's been put out by some guy like this dude in Dalton that has a shop and need parts and he's willing to pay for it. Now that's just my take on it. Now, if y'all,
but you know what, Mike? Let me say something, man.
Go ahead and say something.
We're gonna stop blaming everything else for why people want to do bad things. They said it about rap music. Now they say it about Grant. Let me tell you something. GTA been going on forever. It's just that now Chicago looking like New Jersey Drive now. So it goes both ways. Some are in it to make the money, and some just in. And then you got a couple of knuckleheads that's doing the joyriding thing, but the majority of it is these shops. Somebody somewhere is making a call and needs something.
Yeah.
So we got to stop looking at this as being just youngins just wilding.
Yeah, and that's the one I hate. I cannot stand blanket statements because when you make blanket statements, it's like you disregard everything else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's just like, and you using it as an excuse to say, well, the kids is playing video games, so that's why this stuff is happening. No, that's not why this is happening because people have been playing Grand Theft Auto for years, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they said, hey, let's go on a carjacking spree. Let's just start taking cars. There is a reason behind it.
Mike, and Terrence can attest to this. The streets are going to eat no matter what. No matter what it is, the streets are going to eat.
Why are you saying Terrence can attest to that? Why you put him out there?
What I'm saying is he understands what I'm saying. He understands where I'm coming from when I say the streets is going to eat no matter what.
This is, from, I'm not going to say from my experiences, but from me, being around it, for some time. This is what's going on. A couple of things is going on actually. You got Top Shop for one. A lot of these guys, they need money. It's cold outside, so the robberies go up. People getting robbed for their Canadian Goose coats, their moose coats, all that. So it's cold outside and it's the wintertime. The streets is slow, so people gonna get it the best way they can.
That's right.
So with the carjackings, what's going on is carjackers, it go on all year round.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it's really up there because this is what's going on. You got these little young guys, man. Let's say I'm gonna take a 17-year-old, 17, 18-year-old, for example. He trying to get his name right in the streets, right with the gang that he want to be affiliated with. So let's say he just go out and steal a car. Go out tomorrow, steal another car. So now he's building a reputation. People know that, okay, he gonna go get a nice car. He gonna come back. So they take the car, and it's this thing they do. That's called sliding. So
Come on. Speak on it. Speak on it.
sliding is a term used for, riding through the opposition neighborhood, which is the rival gangs. They get in these cars, they riding around through these gang neighborhoods, and they sliding. They just riding. They got guns with them, and they hoping to catch somebody. You know what I'm saying? Hoping to catch somebody and kill them. And that's what's going on. So they take these cars and they call them hot cars. The police getting behind them, and guess what they're doing? That's where all them high speed chases coming from. Any chase you see up 71st or on the E-way, 10 times out of 10 they got a gun on them, or the car stolen, or the car wanted for something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with these carjackers nowadays. These little young guys, man, they get in these cars and they're going to commit crimes. Because if you notice, most of the time people do get their cars back. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
you just seen on news a couple nights ago, they took the car and they went and parked it. That's what they do, the smart thing. Go
yeah,
park the car for about a day or two, let the radar, let it get off the radar. Then they get in and get the riding around, and they joyriding. They having a good time till the police get behind it. Now they get on the high speed of this car and go take another car.
yeah.
So that's what's going on, man. These little young guys, that's what they doing, man.
That's crazy. And um, one of our viewers actually made a really good point. Jennifer said, "But these are teenagers. Why don't these parents know where their kids are now?" Um, that's an excellent question because it's just like Phil said earlier. We got to start putting responsibility where it needs to go.
Yeah.
We can't say, "Oh, it's Grand Theft Auto fault that your kid is out there carjacking." I'm going to go one step further. Not only where are these parents, but where is this? Where is the family? Where is the neighborhood that these people live in? Somebody knows something, and
Yeah.
and, and that's what be killing me. It's like you know who doing it.
Yeah, but you got the no snitch rule, and then now you really can't say nothing to nobody kids anymore without them ready to fight you. So that raising it take a village to raise a kid thing is like it's dead in this term. I wish it wasn't, but it really is because no one wants you to say nothing to their kid. And let's be real, a lot of these parents are like in their like late 30s, 40s, or early 50s, and they still living life where their kids being able to do whatever they want to do because the parents are too busy trying to do them.
Exactly. So if you think about it, right, it's 24 hours in a day. How many hours of the day are you with your child? Because I look back at my younger days, right? You wake up, you go to school, you're in school for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You get out of school, mama, daddy, granddad, grandma, they at work. You know what I'm saying? So you go home, change your clothes, and you go back outside. Now you with your homies. You know what I'm saying? You're not with your people. Nobody got an eye on you. Ain't no telling what you and your homies out there doing. So now it is 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. You in the house now. You done had your little time to kick it out in the streets and do everything you wanted to do. Now when you finally get in the eyes of mom and daddy, you looking like a saint because you're getting ready for school the next day. So that's the thing. Man. What we need out here nowadays is people actually keep an eye on these kids, and these
Mm-hmm.
parents. These parents shouldn't be so quick to defend a child when you know your child a troublemaker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You have all these people, like for example, man, these people get on the news. I don't want to disrespect nobody or say nothing bad, but
say what you
when
gonna say, man.
you see these parents on the news, oh, my child wouldn't do this, my child wouldn't hurt five. Out of all the kids, you know what I'm saying, out of all the people that this person could have killed, your child was one of them. I'm just saying, so that's the thing. These we and I know as a child, when I was young, boys gonna be boys, of course, but when you
Exactly.
outside, you know what I'm saying. So when you ain't in the outside of your parents or your guardians or whatever, man, so basically, man, you just gotta watch who your kids hang with. That's
Yeah.
the point. That's the point. Birds of a
Folks
feather
got to
flock
start by
together.
parenting their kids. Simple as that.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
Punishing
I
them.
I agree with all of that 100%.
Yeah, that is true, Bonnie.
Yeah, Buddy
Yeah.
said, "Now don't forget the restrictions put on the parents by authorities now."
Yeah.
True,
But
you know,
it's a way to do things, though. It's a way to do things besides
absolutely,
restrictions. A way
absolutely.
to do things.
You
Oh, it
know,
can get done. It can get done.
Trust me, it can.
my,
It can get done.
I guess
It
my
can.
whole thing is, and I'm going back to what Terrence was saying and what you were saying, Phil, about being a snitch. That's something that I think needs to be addressed, right? I think there's a difference in being a snitch and being somebody that's just concerned for the things that's going on in your community. See, when I look at somebody being a snitch, to me, if you a snitch, you that dude that's about that life, that's trying to tell on, just trying to trick off on people so that you can come up. Right? That's just what you doing. That's your whole thing. That's your whole MO. You just trying to trick off on somebody else so that you can come up or that you can get them out the way. Whatever it is your motivation is, that's your whole reason for tricking off and snitching off on them, right? But if you're just somebody that's working hard, you got a family and you want your family to be in a safe area, in a safe neighborhood, and you just want things better for them and better for yourself, and you see something that's going down, and you like, yo, that I saw it, this, that, and the other, and that's not to me. That's not being a snitch.
Well, Mike, people don't know. People really don't know what the snitching part is.
Yeah.
If you someone that never been in the streets and you call the police on somebody, you cannot be considered a snitch because you never lived that life.
You looking
Exactly.
out for your neighborhood and for your
Exactly
Being
area.
a snitch,
what I'm saying.
being a snitch is somebody that did dirt, and now you got caught up,
Yep.
and now you're not man enough to take it
Trying to
and,
cover
and
your
taking
own
your
tail.
weight. So now you want to trick off some people. That's what being a snitch is. But if you're a hardworking man that ain't never,
Man, come on. That's
if
all.
you're L7 to the world blow up, can't nobody ever call you a snitch because you never lived that life. That's what
Right.
people get mixed up with the whole snitching thing. Only time you're a snitch is when you're someone that's not man enough to carry your own weight or accept the consequences for your actions.
Absolutely.
And even with that, like you say, Mike, the motivation behind it, if you think about it, people never get nowhere behind snitching because guess where they going? Witness protection right after they snitch.
Thank
Yep.
you.
So it's snitching is a lose anyway. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Either the streets gonna take you out or FBI gonna protect you. You know what I'm saying? How you move away.
It's either or. It's either or.
Either or.
It's either or.
Phil talking like he you know what I'm saying?
No, I just know because I'm gonna be real with you. Come on, Mike.
Man,
You know,
Phil, no.
Phil, no, I know.
no, yeah. I'm just saying that's why I be trying to like put it out there for real. See, some people want to put it out there and fancy it up. You
Right.
can't fancy up what's real, and let's be real. If I'm somebody like take me, I'm calling the police on you. I have no affiliations to nobody. You're not finna mess up my livelihood. You're not finna mess up where Kennedy got walked back and forth to school. You're not finna do none of that.
Exactly.
And I get away with it. Why? Because I'm not affiliated with no one right now.
Absolutely.
So I'm not a street dude. So I don't care what nobody thinks. But if you're a street dude, like I always say, accept the consequences of every action you take.
Take what come with.
But
That's what I'm talking about.
But I think it's a little harder, and I will admit that when you are younger, it's harder to do, right? Because what you don't want is that label that the hood will give you as being a snitch, even if you ain't about that life. You know, when you young, you just don't want that label. Oh man, this nigga right here, he a snitch, or he be snitching off. He dry snitching all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's harder for kids and for teenagers to say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna tell and do the right thing," even though I know they know it. It's just like they thinking, like, man, if I do this, man, how are other people going to see me? Because as a teenager, self-image is more important than anything. So you would rather, maintain that image and maintain a rep than to actually do the right thing. I mean, that's just real talk.
But Mike, you know what? We can talk about all these carjacks and all this somewhere down the road, and I say 1995 for what I know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Street structure got lost. And when I say street structure got lost, no one was teaching the next generation the rules of how to proceed through the streets and the protocol that comes with the streets.
Right.
I got lost. That's why these youngins are so wilding right now. Because when the street structure got taken down, it was the wild, wild west. So no one was there to lead the youngins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel
So
you.
that's what, but we getting off subject. Let's get back on the carjacking, man.
No, man. I think this is
All play a part.
completely all of this plays a part.
Yeah, man. But you know, that's all I'm saying, man. And you know, that's why I believe in. I like talk to the young dudes. You know what I'm saying? Just to drop some jewels on them every now and then because I understand street structure. I grew up in street structure.
Right.
So my generation, honestly, was the last of the street structure.
Yeah.
I like to pass it on so they know how to what's the protocol, the proper protocols in the streets. If it was still street structure out of these streets, the killers would be down. All this would be down because somebody would have to answer for their actions.
Right. Because what you got now,
and I'm not talking about the police. You have to answer to somebody. Right. And I'm talking about the police. And that's gone now.
Yeah. Yeah, they all the chiefs in jail.
Yeah,
all the up higher ranking guys.
You know what I'm talking about, Terrence. I just didn't want to say it, Terrence. You know what I'm talking about.
You got all them gang chiefs in jail, man. Then you got these young guys that still kind of like, you know, in that upper generation, but they not done, and they trying to guide and lead some younger guys that's almost their age. So basically, you got the wrong people in positions. You got the wrong people in positions.
And you got a lot of old heads. You got a lot of old heads that really wasn't out there like that back in the day. So now they can be out there playing OG Bobby Johnson, and they steering the shorties wrong too.
Exactly.
You know what, Tim? You're not gonna start this doggone early, Tim. I was chief. But seriously, man, that's what it come down to, man. It's like you got a lot of youngins being led by a bunch of, you know, dumb
guys that don't know.
Yeah. They want the juice that they didn't get back when they
exactly.
I would even go as far as saying that it ain't no leadership, right? I mean, because when we were coming up, you had those dudes, you know, you had those OGs, or you had the big homies who was out there who kind of did like Overwatch, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, and Phil, we talked about that a lot, you know, like when you couldn't even cut school.
Because these don't want no punky head, man. Make you go to school.
You couldn't
even get out there and make you go to school.
It's like, why you ain't in school? It's like, and we'll take you to the school and we'll make you go. Or they'll, you know, like you had those guys out there like, look, man, you don't be hanging out here. You know, this ain't that life for you. You know what I'm saying? You need to go to school because I may need a lawyer one day. I might need a doctor someday. You know, you had the roots that was trying to keep you on the straight and narrow. You know, and like you said, that street structure was kind of in place. Now this niggas beefing with dudes on the next block.
Yeah.
It's not even across the street. It's not even neighborhoods anymore. I've seen stories where somebody killed somebody who they grew up with and they lived across the street from each other.
Man, Mike, you gotta remember something. Like I said, when they kind of killed the street structure, that's when they did the tear down of the projects and integrating them into neighborhoods that they probably wouldn't even part of that gang. So that's what I'm saying. When it all comes back to there is no proper protocol in these streets.
Yeah, ain't no street protocol.
Wild right now. That's why it's so wild right now out there.
Yeah, but all of this ties together, man. And we really did want to do this, as I said, to make you guys aware of what's going on out there and to
be aware.
To be aware, you know what I'm saying? Because the Bible says that we ought to watch as well as pray. So not only, you know, praying is good, but you got to be looking around and seeing what's going on around you. You can't be oblivious to the stuff and saying, I'm just going to pray on it. Praying is good, but you need to be mindful of the things that's going on around you. another reason why I want to do this is because I had a family member who was a victim of a carjacking. My uncle actually, or my cousin, she was killed in a carjacking incident. And long story short, my uncle loaned her his car, and he hadn't heard from her in a few days. And he furious with her because he like, man, I ain't heard from this girl. I hope my car is okay. Get a call from the police. Said, Mr. Wiley, hey, we recovered your car on the side of the road. We want you to come down, verify that it's yours. Whatever. So now he mad because damage to the car. He ain't heard from his daughter. He just pissed off. He goes to the trunk of the car to check and make sure his tools and stuff is there. Open the trunk, and there she is in the trunk. And
Wow.
yeah. And my uncle wasn't no more good after that, man. It's real. It's real, and these whether it's for reasons of these guys trying to make money, or if it's for reasons of them just joyriding, people lives are at stake because of whatever reason. And really, if you think about it, carjacking has been going on for a long time. I think what really brought the attention to what's been going on in Chicago is when that firefighter got killed.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now
that's what put the big spotlight on it.
That's what put the spotlight on him. Now everybody's like, well, wait a minute. This firefighter got killed and he was carjacked. Let's check and see if anything else is going on with these carjackings. And sure enough, they started looking at that stuff. And next thing you know, oh my God, carjacking is up 50% from last year. So now, and I mean, dude, and they doing it in broad. Here's the thing. This stuff is going on in broad daylight, people.
Yeah.
It ain't no certain time, but
Dude was in broad daylight, the firefighter.
Broad daylight. And I'll even say that it ain't no certain neighborhoods anymore either.
No, man.
You have to be careful. So what I wanted to do on tonight is just to give y'all just some general tips. Some of this stuff should be common sense. But then, sometimes you can have book smarts and street smarts, but you ain't got no common sense. That's a true statement. But some of this stuff is common sense. So first of all, what you need to do is avoid certain areas. Let's just be real on that. I don't care how well you think you clicked in and how much you think you know a particular area. It's just some areas you shouldn't find yourself in driving nowhere by yourself, ladies especially, and especially at certain times at night. If you ain't familiar with a particular neighborhood, your tail shouldn't be over there. Let me talk about you going to visit so and so, you dropping off this, that, and the other. Listen, they jacking Uber drivers, Uber Eats, whatever it is. You just need to be aware of the areas that you in. Now, am I saying that right, or is that too blanket of a statement, or am I being correct on that? I'm just saying, just avoid certain areas. Phil, what you think, Eric? What the world?
No one here, Terrence. Come on, Terrence, go elaborate on that.
I say, yeah, you definitely got to just be mindful of where you're going. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, for example, I don't go to a hot gas station, a gas station where every car got to put.
Look. Let's explain what certain hot gas stations there are.
That one around street from the church on 71st.
On 71st, that Falcon Fuel.
One on 71st. There's one on 76 in Halstead. You definitely don't want to go over there.
Yeah.
Where's another?
Off the E-way.
23rd off of the express. Off the expressway.
Both of them.
Yes.
Both of them. 87.
No, which
hey
one
man,
on 87?
it's wild. It's just wild, y'all. It's wild everywhere right now, man.
Yeah.
That's why I said on last podcast, man. I mean, people might call it ghetto and all that, but I could care less, man. You gotta know how to rotate through these Chicago streets, man. You really do if you want to survive through them, man. You gotta know how to rotate correctly.
Yeah.
Rotate correctly meaning understanding your surroundings and where you at, man.
Yep. You just gotta know where you are.
That's first and foremost, man. You just can't be just out here all willy-nilly think,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, you untouchable. Everybody getting touched now.
Everybody getting touched
touched,
up.
man. Real talk.
It can happen to you. Trust me, it can happen
Look,
to you.
Jackie talking about
Yeah.
79th, 87th,
Yeah,
Jackie, calm down.
43rd.
Come
yeah,
on,
Hey,
Jackie, calm down.
them all the ones we said though. I mean, but it's
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
she right.
You gotta be make sure you put 76 in Halston. Make sure you put that one. Because
And ladies, let me tell
there,
you.
the only reason you go there is if you on E and your car just cut off and you coast up in that gas station. Otherwise, you keep it moving.
Better put a
And
gas
ladies, let me say
in
this,
your trunk.
ladies.
Right.
Now, if the man is busy and where he can't do it, that's cool. But if he ain't doing nothing, make that nigga go for you. Don't get no car at 10, 11 o'clock at night time I'm gonna run to the store. Make that nigga run for you. That's what he there for.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
that's
real.
It's
but true.
real.
But if you can listen, if you can get what you need to get in the daytime,
Yep, that
Yeah.
do
too.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Absolutely.
cold outside, but once you in the house, you in the house. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
saying? Get your gas, and you get off work 2, 3 in the afternoon. Get your gas in. Do it all you running around. You know.
And if you got the money at the time, fill your tank up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That cause
Yep.
it,
Fill it
yeah,
up. Because I know some of y'all like riding on E. Don't do that. You know,
right
fill your
now,
tank up.
not right now.
Yeah, especially in
Gas
the
might
wintertime.
freeze. Your car ain't
Yeah.
gonna be able to start in the morning. That cold in here.
Everything freeze up on you, buddy.
For real. But
Look,
yeah,
y'all.
man.
So yeah, and sometimes you're right. Sometimes you don't have a choice, and you have to do what you got to do. But in that case, then you need to practice situational awareness.
No, I understand when you know when you gotta do what you gotta do.
No one is disputing you. No one is disputing you,
I
Phil. We're
understand
just
that.
saying that sometimes, if you don't have any options, because there's some ladies out there that may not have that option, and they got to do what they have to do. But you just want to practice safer things if you can. If you can prevent going out late at night, if you can prevent doing those things, at night or whatever, and if you can take care of yourself in the daytime, absolutely do that. You also need to practice some situational awareness. You got to be aware of the things that's going on around you, right? I mean, don't just go into an area. I've known people that go into some. I have this thing whereas when I go into an area, I know where all the closest exits are. That's just me. It's a force of habit. If I'm going to a restaurant or whatever, I'm looking for an exit. Where's the emergency exit? Where is this? Where is that? That's just me because if something jump off, you want to make sure that you can get yourself and get your family up out of there if something happens. So you have to be aware. You have to have situational awareness and be aware of what's going on around you. Be aware of, like, when you're driving, parking, sitting at a light, be aware of your surroundings. I know sometimes we're a little distracted. Some of us are on our phones, we talking. Some of us are texting while we're driving, which you shouldn't be doing that anyway. But just pay more attention to what's going on around you. Another thing, and this may sound funny, but you need to leave yourself some space to escape.
I was gonna throw that in there. I was gonna throw that in there.
Go ahead and speak on it,
You sitting at that red light, man. Don't be too close up on that car. Leave you some
man.
space, just in case you got to dip through the mother cars and get going.
Exactly.
Hey, look, you get trapped in there, you stuck, can't go nowhere. Ain't no time, man. Hey,
Right.
man, you better leave some space to escape.
Leave some
Anything
space.
can happen.
Man, some of
Anything
y'all
can
be
happen.
pulling up, some of y'all women folk, I ain't gonna say no names, but when we sitting at the red light, y'all be right up on the car. And I'm like, man, I can literally see this person's back seat. You shouldn't be that close.
Headlights in the back seat.
Headlights in the back seat. You gotta leave yourself a little space. So, and guys too, don't be playing that role like you so tough. Leave yourself some space. So if something pop off, you can
Man, you better leave yourself some space. See, we're days and times with the tough guys, dick.
Man, look, you better get up out of
Ain't
there.
nobody
if you
tough
need
out here
to.
no more because folks got things to take down tough guys now.
Absolutely. And along with leaving yourself some space, listen, I'm telling you now, a red light ain't always red. Understand what I'm saying. I know it's a red light, and laws are saying that you're supposed to stop. But if something jump off, listen, make yourself out of that intersection. Be careful, of course, but don't just sit there because the light is red, man. Hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. That red light will be all. Look, you if it's you get a ticket, man. Look, take that ticket if you have to, because I'd rather pay a ticket off than to sit up there and be trying to pay for somebody's funeral. You understand what I'm saying? So don't
Yeah.
worry about no red light. That red light don't always mean red. Sometimes don't always mean stop and stay stationary. It means stop. But if you gotta go, you better go. Which
Yeah,
leads me to
just be cognizant of what's going on. Just be cognizant of your surroundings. That's all.
another common sense thing. Keep your doors locked. Most cars nowadays, when you pull off, they automatically lock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they don't. Hey, keep them doors locked. Keep them windows up if you can. Summertime, I know it be a little hot. You may want to have, some of us ain't got no air conditioner, or if we do, we got what's called that 460 air conditioner. Y'all know them 460 air conditioners is when you let all four windows down and you do about 60. So you got to get a breeze going through there some kind of way, But if you can avoid it, keep them windows up. You understand what I'm saying? And keep your doors locked because they gonna try you. And you got to be aware. And I'm not saying this to be paranoid or telling you to, and telling you all of that stuff, but you be mindful of people that may be following you, right? You understand what I'm saying? I remember when I used to work at the bank. The one thing that they used to tell us is that, when you're driving to and from work, don't be a creature of habit. They actually encouraged us to plot different routes to work because they was like, when people know you work at a bank, they tend to follow you. They try to get to know your routine and this, that, and the other. So you want to kind of mix it up a little bit. Maybe leave 10 minutes earlier than you normally would. Maybe go a different route, go down a different street. You just don't want you want to be mindful of people that may be possibly following you, because here's the thing. Carjackings don't happen just on a whim. Niggas ain't coming out of Popeyes like, I'm finna jack this Bentley. They just don't do that. They watching you, or they've been watching you for a minute, and so it's planned. It ain't just some out of the clear blue sky type of thing. So what you need to practice doing is being aware of anybody that's following you. Listen, if you think somebody is following you, make you 3 quick lefts. And sometimes people are just going in the same direction that you're going in. I understand. But you make you a few quick lefts and a few quick rights. If that car's still behind you, something might be up. And if so, find yourself going to a local police station or someplace that's well lit.
Like when the police been behind you too long, you turn off, right? You see that?
I was just about to say.
Let me turn it off real fast. They've been back there too long.
If you pull into Walgreens, if you pulling into a Walgreens and the police pull up in there too, yeah, it's a good chance they following you.
Yeah, I think it's me.
It's probably you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
be pulling in too. Yeah, it's me.
It's like, man, let me go and get this prescription. Lies. And he following you in the prescription lane? Yeah, dog, it's you. He following you, man. So another thing, again, common sense stuff. Be careful getting in and out of your car. This is all about situational awareness. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes prime opportunity for them to take you is when you're getting in or getting out of your car. But if you're being mindful of what's going on around you, you're being mindful of the people that may be following you or whatever the case, you should kind of be able to kind of gauge, if anybody is watching you while you're getting in and out of the car. If by chance something happens when you're getting in and out of your car, listen, biggest tip that you could do, don't play no hero. That car is not worth you dying over.
No, man. Call your insurance agent. When you get in the crib, just call your insurance agent.
It ain't worth you dying over. Look, they want the keys. Okay, throw them keys as far as you can and run away. Let them handle that. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be sitting up there trying to play hero and stuff. So be aware of what's when you're getting in and out of your car. Also, if you are parking or wherever it is that you're going, make sure that you park in a well lit and highly populated area. Stop pulling over on the side of these roads trying to hook up with these dudes or these chicks that you just met online, and you pulling on the side of a building that you ain't never been to in a neighborhood that you ain't no type of familiar with, and all of a sudden it's all dark and dingy. Look, don't you find yourself in this situation? Park your car somewhere lit. Go to a Food for Less parking lot, Jules or something, someplace where you can see who can see you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't go down these you know how some of y'all like to dip down these little dark alleyways and try to get to where you're going. Be safe and
Who
be
is going
cautious.
down dark alleyways, Mike? What are you saying? Side
Phil,
buildings and
Phil, stop it.
Jesus Christ.
Stop. Like you ain't never been down
Don't
no
put
dark
me up
alleyway.
in that. I know I haven't been down no dark alleys.
No.
Dark block.
Terrence know what's going on. He can speak on it. Y'all know how it is. Look, you done been down some dark alleys.
I ain't been down no dark alleys, man. Been down no dark alleys.
We all have been down them dark alleys.
Exactly. Right.
Hey, look,
Terrence, you been down dark alleys too? Man, I don't know where y'all been.
If it be going down 2 more blocks to come down this way,
Absolutely.
I'm going through the alley, man. Look,
hey,
I
man.
speed through it. I'm gonna speed through it, but I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna go
y'all
down.
Going down dark alleys, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all going down dark alleys.
Turn your high beams on.
And on the side of what'd you say? On the side of the dark buildings.
On the side of them buildings with the X on them. Like, what you doing over here? Man, look, I'm telling you. Listen, and I ain't gonna, and I'm even say this. And again, this ain't to scare nobody. Listen, if you can avoid, because like sometimes these guys don't care. You got a kid in the car, man. Listen, I got my kid. Let me just get my kid and go. Sometimes, you may think you're a liability, but man, some of these dudes don't care. They'll take you and take your kid. Yeah, and I'm just saying this as just the air of caution. Man, if you don't do nothing else, you know what I'm saying? Do not let them if it's between you and the trunk, do not. You better fight for your life, because here's the thing. A lot of cars nowadays, though, they are coming equipped where they have I think they have a handle on the inside where you can pull it and open the trunk. But, some of the older model cars don't have that. And if it's if it's a life and death situation where they trying to take you or whatever, man, listen, do what you can to break out of that, because normally them situations don't end well. So, just be aware and be mindful, of what's going on and how things are going on. And those are just a few tips. There are other tips, that you got that's out there, but those are just some common sense things that you guys can use when it comes to driving around, and when you're out there taking care of your business or doing whatever else it is that you're doing that can help you stay safe. Pass this along, give it to some, if you know somebody, what's
When he used to try.
Hey man, Tim a troll, man. Tim is a troll, man. Tim is a troll, man.
Hey, Phil, what my man used to say, hey, I'm so sincere. I keep a rope in a garbage bag in my trunk just in case I gotta dump a nigga off. I'm like, what?
He say, I'm serious.
I can't stand Tim sometimes.
Hey man, I like Tim, man, but Tim a troll like a bitch.
We trying to give out some sense information. She talking about some when I used to trunk dudes. Nigga, I'll chop you up and stuff you in my mattress like drug money. I'm like, what?
He said you took him back to his old day.
Back to his old day. I'm so sincere.
I'm so sincere.
Oh my goodness! Look, man, that's gonna be it for us. Terrence Field, if you all had anything y'all want to say before we got up out of here, man, floor is yours. Go ahead and do your thing.
Just
Yeah,
be
man.
careful, people.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah, man. Just stay safe, man. Just be mindful where you're going. Be
Mm-hmm.
mindful, when you're going to pick somebody up, make sure they outside already. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Don't be sitting in the car outside talking to nobody. Y'all gonna talk,
no,
go in the house, go talk. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave your car running. Don't leave your kids unattended in your car. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But overall, man, just stay safe and just watch your surroundings, man. Make smart decisions come about your commute. That's all I got to say.
Wait a minute. Why Kelly talking about some? I believe you. You believe Tim used to throw dudes in the trunk?
Kelly ain't throw nobody no trunks for real. He trolling, baby.
Oh
Throw
man.
nobody in no trunk.
But yeah, Mike. Yeah, just be careful, everybody. Like I said before,
Yeah.
the streets are gonna always eat. I mean,
Yeah.
right or wrong, the streets are gonna eat no matter what. And whatever's on the plate, that's what they gonna eat. And right now, carjacking GTA is on. It's the menu.
It's,
The streets gonna eat.
Yeah.
So be careful, y'all.
Yeah. So, just be careful out there, y'all. That's really the thing for tonight. Just to be careful, be mindful, and to stay prayerful. You know what I'm saying? And just wherever you go, just take the Lord with you, and just make sure you watching what's going on around you, and get back home safely. What you say, Jackie? She said, "Oh, she said keep the keys." Ladies, keep the keys in between your fingers, so
Yeah.
y'all can jab them,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
stab somebody. Now with these keys,
My baby know. My baby know.
look, that's if you got an old car though. Now these cars come with these little fobs. What
Oh
you gonna do?
yeah.
It's like,
Man,
Pop
you gonna
pop
you
the
gonna
front
bruise
end.
them? Right.
they'll put all them doggone keys in your hands and
let
try
me
something.
let me bruise it. Oh, Jennifer also did mention earlier that you're gonna throw your keys. You probably want to separate your house keys.
That's
Actually, that's a
smart.
really good practice.
That's
Separate your
smart.
house keys from your car keys.
Yeah.
Because in this situation, if you get like that, if you throwing them keys, you want to make sure that they ain't got your house keys. Then they're gonna look at your license and registration and come to your crib and be like, "Hey, you forgot these." Like, oh, how'd you get here? How'd you get in here?
And
Well,
don't listen to Terrence and Mike, people. Don't go down dark alleys. I'm not letting that ride. I'm not
Don't
gonna
don't
let you go with that.
It's a
let me tell you
shortcut.
something.
It depends. It depends. Don't go through them, but it's a shortcut.
Mike, look at Mike's face. Look at Mike's face.
Let me tell you something. If you got to go down the alley, just go ahead. Don't dawdle. Don't be slow driving. Just
Just
go
get through
on
there.
through. Just get through there and get where you gotta go. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
But think
saying.
about it, Phil. Think about it, Phil. Ain't nobody sitting in alleys no more. Time,
Right.
No, I'm talking smack, y'all. I'm messing with y'all right now. I understand.
Times is different.
Yeah.
time is different.
At one point in time, all the bad stuff used to happen in the alleys. Oh, don't go down the alley.
No.
You'll get
Nah,
snapped.
niggas are standing in front of their house now. It's
You'll
That
get
like,
stuff
snapped
happened
in
in front
front
of
of a
McDonald's,
restaurant before you
dude.
get snapped
That
in the
stuff would
alley.
happen in front of McDonald's.
Yeah.
if they shooting on the expressway, they ain't shooting in no alleys because niggas ain't getting in the alley no more. They just driving
No,
around
ain't
doing
nobody in
dirt.
alleys no more.
No, alleys is probably the safest place you could be right now, and that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Ain't nobody in them alleys. So
No. He said don't doodle.
Don't dawdle. Do not dawdle. Just drive on through.
no doubt.
Don't you dawdle. You drive on through that boy.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, man. And
Yeah,
look,
man.
don't be trunking people like Tim be doing. Listen, this don't be about that life.
He said, man, you took him back to the days when you was drunk.
Look, and then when you think about Tim, he work at Home Depot. He worked with all the lime and
Oh,
everything else.
yeah. He can get the line, the shovels, the plastic.
Hey,
Man, look,
yeah, I
construction
remember
Tim
when
bags.
probably can make a body disappear, man.
did
Believe
y'all see the first
me.
did y'all see the first equalizer?
Oh!
Tim gonna walk out the Home Depot with that sledgehammer
Hey.
and be like, "I'll be back."
Tim the Young Equalizer. That's his new name. AKA Young Equalizer.
Deacon Equalizer.
I might believe you. I might have to believe you now. He said, put that concrete on your feet and throw you in the lake. I believe you.
Tim be at the crib fitting people for concrete Nikes. Like, come here.
He can walk. Look, and he can walk to Home Depot and just grab out the shelf and walk out the door.
Why ain't nobody gonna question him?
Grab the key and the brick and be gone.
He'll be like, I'll be back. Oh, really? All right, I'll be back.
Oh, man.
Tim, what you doing with all that rope? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We're good to go. Oh man. That's actually not what the conversation.
Y'all talking about getting rid of people. Man, we over here talking about young Deacon Equalizer.
Yeah, we talking about Equalizer over there with the line.
And I just thought about like, yeah, he do the Home Depot. He get the line, the string.
Man, look.
Hey, Deacon Equalizer.
Yeah, rope and duct tape, all that.
And he said duct tape.
Man.
Tim, brothers up. Oh my God.
Don't believe Tim alone now, man. Tim, I apologize, bro.
Man, I'm sorry for anything I ever said to offend you.
Tim like, really? Where we at? 87?
Yeah.
It's Home Depot up the street, right? I'll be right back.
John talked about he got cutting torches and saws. What is going on?
Hey, when we working with, listen, when we was working out in front of the church, he did come with all type of sawzalls and all. Yeah, man. Leave Tim alone, man.
Look, between Tim and John, y'all gonna be putting people behind drywall and
man. John got all that stuff too. John got all the if you look at the razors and the saws and all that too.
I'm with y'all. Listen.
They said Deacon duct tape Tim.
Duct tape Tim. Oh Jesus. Oh, all right. This conversation just went whole left.
What happened, man? What happened?
Comedy Central.
It's like you start talking about dark alleys, and Tim had flashbacks, and
oh man,
we'd have made the man Deacon Equalizer.
Yeah, man.
Equalizer, man. Tim like, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
We'll be like, just give him the ring. Give him the ring. It's okay. It's all right.
Hey man, all I'm gonna tell you, don't be in when that brother come back from Home Depot, man. I'm telling you that right now. You gonna disappear. You about to disappear.
You coming out there and your car gonna have a sledgehammer through the window, boy. It's over.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness, that was a good laugh. I need it. Wait, look, you talking about some. Remember when we had to rush to church? What? I don't even want to know.
Oh yeah, they had a.
The alarms went off or something.
Yeah, the alarms went off. They all was racing to the church. They trying to see who was gonna get that first, so they could catch whoever was in the church. But you know, they was coming on business too. Yeah.
Man. Jay, look, Tim had that big old orange bucket. he was ready, boy. Oh my goodness. Look, y'all, we finna get up out of here. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Tag somebody in this video if you think they would find it useful. And if nothing else, as we said, listen, just be careful out there. Watch your loved ones. Be safe. And, just be aware. And like I said, be aware, be mindful, and be prayerful. And, we'll be all right. Anything before we leave, fellas? Any final thoughts? Anything? Again, we just like the preachers in the old church. I'm about to take my seat for the third time. Like, man, you've been taking your seat for the last 20 minutes. All right. Well, there ain't nothing else, man. Listen, we appreciate y'all and we love y'all and we thank y'all for hanging out with us. Listen, real quick, I want to thank everybody that hung out with us on last night. man, we had a great guest on last night. If you didn't get a chance to watch it last night, please go back and watch last night's show with our guest Alicia Dumas. Man, listen,
Mm-hmm.
this lady had a word for real, and she was so awesome, and I'm looking forward to really having some future collaborations with her. Also, Super Bowl show.
Yeah.
We gonna do. Listen, we trying to do it big this year, man. We doing the Super Bowl show. I'm talking pre-game, halftime, and post-game.
Yes, sir.
We just gonna do it all right here on the Man Up Sports Network. I'm gonna have the little logo down there. It's gonna say MUSC and all that. So we're gonna definitely be doing the Super Bowl show this weekend. Also next Tuesday, which is the 9th, our special guest is Miss Jathella Young. She's the sole proprietor of Alpha and Omega Money Management. Listen, if you need some money management advice and some financial advice, y'all need to tune in because she got some information for you guys that I believe will be useful and help you to become better stewards of your money and how to manage it a little bit better, and just give you some generalized tips on how to just
Mike, she knows. Do she know anything about stock market?
No, listen, don't no. We don't even talk about it. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, it's not even worth getting into right now because I know what you're talking about, like that GameStop stuff. That's a battle between hedge fund owners.
I know, man, but I like reading stuff, man, and it's a couple things that I've been reading that really didn't pique my curiosity.
It's crazy though, man. I will
not
say
just a GameStop. It's a lot of things that have piqued my curiosity.
I will say that with the stock market, man, if you learn it, you can make some money from it. You got to learn how to watch some stocks though, and understand trends and all of that type of stuff, and you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, she's going to be on next Tuesday, so make sure y'all be on for that. And that's pretty much it. Look like Terrence and going dark. Oh, there he is. I thought he reverted back to his old times.
Nah, I got
So that's gonna be it for us. Oh, Jasmine is off next Tuesday. Awesome. So you can actually watch this time. That's gonna be it for us. So on behalf of Mr. Terrence Timms and Mr. Philip Hines, Tim said he can teach you stock, Phil. So you may wanna reach out.
And Nate know how to move bricks.
Real talk, man.
Nate talking about he know how to move bricks.
Nah, we not talking about moving bricks now, Nate. Nah. Jesus Christ. I know how to move bricks. No, we ain't talking about moving no bricks, man. We ain't doing that no more, Nate. We done. We ain't doing that no more.
I thought Nate was saved. What is going on?
Hold on,
Tim,
he didn't say
outside though, Tim. I want to holler at you, man. I really want to holler at you on some things, man. It's some things I've been reading up on, bro. I want to holler at you for real.
No, but oh my God. He thought I can move bricks.
He said 10 trade. Nice.
Oh, he talking about those bricks. I thought he was talking about some little building bricks. I thought he was talking about he help move some bricks, but
I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah, okay. I knew what he talking about.
We in this thing right now because y'all look.
You know what, Nate?
They gonna have the fans listening in. Like,
I said nothing.
Anyway, man, look, I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And until we talk again, y'all get 2 fingers to the side. I'll let you boys because we are out.
Peace.
Oh, man.